We'll open the public forum, and I believe Mr. Cooney would like to lead off. And Mr. Cooney has been a tremendous help here. So,
thank you. My name is Shane Cooney. I'm a board member of Mason City Youth Hockey and chair of our arena task force. Before I start with my comments, if it would be okay, I'm sure everybody's dying to spend their 5 minutes up at the podium here, but maybe it'd be better if I just took a minute and introduced some of the folks that are here supporting us tonight. Joining us tonight, I think, are almost all of our board members. If you're a board member of Mason City Youth Hockey, if you'd please stand up. In addition, we have some members of our high school team. Our high school team just concluded their season. They had a sixth-place finish at the state tournament. If you guys would stand up, please. Board members, keep standing. We're all going to stand up here. Thanks. Additionally, we're joined by North Iowa Bulls head coach Todd Sandin and some members of the North Iowa Bulls team who are just about ready to embark upon another a playoff run. If you guys are standing, wave at the crowd if you would. Additionally, we have some members of the North Iowa Figure Skating Club here. Please stand up. And finally, we have a number of our youth program participants. I think in particular, I believe our whole Pee Wee team is here today. So if you're a youth hockey participant or a family member, please stand up at this point. And anybody else that came here tonight to support ice sports in North Iowa, hockey or figure skating, please stand up.
Nice to see you.
Everybody wants their 5 minutes, right? Or is it okay if I go ahead and talk?
We'll sit here all night.
All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Now that the introductions are done, let me share with you the purpose for us all being here tonight. We are obviously unified, and we're here tonight to offer our organization support for the downtown redevelopment plan, specifically the concept of repurposing the soon-to-be vacant JCPenney store into a multi-purpose center that would include an ice arena. As you are probably aware, and we just got a history lesson here, our current ice arena was constructed in 1983 through a large-scale fundraising campaign, largely sponsored by supporters of Mason City Youth Hockey. The ice floor that was installed at the arena at that time was estimated to have a 15-year life expectancy. That original ice floor is still in service today. It's 17 years past its expected life. You may have also heard that as recently as last season, we encountered difficulties with the ice system that without great expense and a little bit of luck, very well could have jeopardized our season last year. Unfortunately, there is much more work that needs to be done to the current ice system at our current arena in order to ensure that we can have uninterrupted ice seasons going forward. The upgrades needed to replace the ice floor and to make other necessary improvements to the operation to bring it up to long-term usable standards have been estimated to be $1 million or more. Until these upgrades are done, our organization is at the mercy of a deteriorated ice system that could literally fail at any moment, further jeopardizing not only a season, but what we're afraid of is perhaps our entire program. Prior to making a substantial investment at our current arena, we decided to be prudent to meet with other city and community leaders to see if there were any other opportunities or any other interest in a new facility in North Iowa. We were thrilled to find out that this exciting opportunity has presented itself. I've been quoted this week as saying that the stars have aligned, and I think they certainly have. The time of our organization's great need has coincided with the closing of the JCPenney store and has coincided with the announcement of the potential new hotel in downtown Mason City. Those two items together have given our community the opportunity to apply for this grant. We recognize that the funds provided by this grant are necessary and that without them, a project of this magnitude would not be economically feasible. On behalf of all the supporters of ice sports in North Iowa, we want to thank you for considering to make an ice arena a part of your potential multi-purpose center and part of the downtown redevelopment plan in whole. The Mason City Youth Hockey Board of Directors have weighed the options available to us very carefully. We have considered that regardless of the path that we choose, a major capital campaign will be necessary. We believe that partnering with the City of Mason City, Saragordo County, the state of Iowa, to create a spectacular new facility by repurposing the former JCPenney's location puts ice sports in North Iowa in a much better situation that would investing $1 million or more into our current facility. We believe having a new, larger, more visible, more reliable facility will take ice sports in North Iowa to the next level. Finally, we're also here tonight to confirm publicly that we're willing to be a strong financial partner in the project. The Mason City Youth Hockey Board of Directors has voted unanimously to take the responsibility for purchasing all necessary equipment for the ice-making operation, plus we have pledged $500,000 towards the overall project, a total commitment of up to $2 million. We believe that by pledging our financial support to this project, we can better leverage our association's dollars into a facility that will not only be a tremendous boost to our ice programs, but will create a new community asset that will benefit all of North Iowa. Again, we want to thank you for your leadership and urge you to support the grant application before you this evening. We recognize that this may be the first of many hurdles and want you to know that Mason City Youth Hockey will support you at every one of them. We look forward to working in partnership with you to work to turn this concept into reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cooney. Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to show our support for the proposed new ice arena. I am Elizabeth Andrag. I am the president of North Iowa Figure Skating Club. My daughter Sarah has been skating with the club for 6 years. We are a nonprofit 501c3 club. We are sanctioned by the United States Figure Skating Association, and we currently have 41 skaters. I wish we had 200. We have skaters from Mason City as well as skaters that come from a 40-mile radius of Mason City. A new ice arena would be a huge asset to grow all of ice sports in North Iowa. This would also have a positive impact on Mason City and the surrounding communities. North Iowa Figure Skating Club is very excited about the possibility of this new facility. Our club has subleased ice from Mason City Youth Hockey since the arena opened 32 years ago. This has been a great relationship. We look forward to working with youth hockey to make this new arena a reality. Thank you in advance for your support.
Thank you, Ms. Andrag. Well, Mr. Harris, welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor and Council and general public. It's really an honor to visit with you just a minute about the North Iowa Event Center's feelings on this project, which is item number 20, I guess. I'm Paul Harris, current president of the North Iowa Event Center or North Iowa Fair Association. The question we get is if ice melts in the event center and everybody leaves, what effect will that have on the North Iowa Event Center? The board has passed this question back and forth, and we have come to the conclusion that it probably will not affect us a whole lot. For several years, the public who have horses has been competing with the hockey and ice, and so this will allow us to further pursue more horse events and probably will create more income for us. So in quickly saying, we think it'll be a wonderful project, and I have the utmost respect for those people who came up with this idea and pursued it to this point. It's beyond my imagination of what you can do when you start dreaming and put things down on paper and put it to work. So I guess the moral of the story is it's kind of like parents and kids and will always want to play basketball and they'll always want to skate. And so why drive 80 mile or 120 mile to do it? Let's do it here in Mason City. The other comment I might have is I gave the mayor a letter tonight stating that the North Iowa Event Center Board of Directors fully supports this project. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Harris. And please thank your board as well.
Hi, I'm Russ Cramer, 1206 Diamond Court here in Mason City. I'm the director of the Mason City Municipal Band, and I've got to tell you, we're just really excited about this. With the Performing Arts Pavilion Committee has been working since 1999 trying to come up with a new venue for performances. And so 16 years later, this is something that we're very, very happy with. It puts us in a place where one of the things that we've discussed, being downtown, puts us in a place where we hope more community members can become involved in the concerts, but also gives a venue that provides Friday Night Live, also provides for Band Festival with it being moved downtown. And so a lot of different things can happen down there, and hopefully, my hope is that the restaurants down there as well, when we're giving band concerts, might have an opportunity to make more money because there will be people there that would love to eat. Music and food go very, very well together. But this is something where, because the existing band shell that we have was built in 1924, it's over 90 years old now, and while they're doing a great job of fixing it up and making it look nice, the acoustics still are suspect. They're 91-year-old acoustics. And so while we're very appreciative of the work that committee has done in refurbishing that, it does not suit the needs of what we need for a performance venue within the community. And so we're very thankful that this is part of this whole thing, and that we're able to hopefully have a great opportunity to get some stuff moved downtown and have a venue that the whole community can be proud of. So thank you for your consideration of this.
Thank you, Mr. Cramer. Mr. Vittrick, welcome.
Mr. Mayor, thank you. David Victorick, I'm representing the Mason City Foundation and Music Man Square. We have a letter of support that we offer for you to include in your application packet, and I'll read it at this time. On behalf of the Mason City Foundation Board of Directors and the Music Man Square Complex, we offer enthusiastic support for Mason City's application for the Iowa Reinvestment Act program. The proposed projects will be a welcome complement to our city's existing cultural tourism offerings. Each year, the Music Man Square is host venue for well over 200 meetings, conferences, and social events, drawing over 60,000 guests from across the country and around the world. These numbers speak to the need for additional hotel rooms in the downtown area. The repurposing of the west wing of Southbridge Mall will likely create a synergy which will draw additional retail and dining options. The Performing Arts Pavilion will be located in the ideal location to serve community festivals and performances. This project joins the Historic Park Inn, the Stockman House Museum and Architectural Interpretive Center, the Charles H. McNider Museum, and the Mason City Public Library, and the Music Man Square in serving an ever-increasing economic draw for the downtown area. And I will give the signed copy to Mr. Trout.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ms. Armour.
Good evening.
welcome.
My name is Sue Armour, and I'm here on behalf of Visit Mason City. We're the tourism marketing organization for the community, and it is our honor to support the Mason City application for the Iowa Reinvestment Act assistance. As you know, our job is to bring people to town and have them spend their visitor dollar. Sports marketing is one of the fastest growing segments of the tourism industry, and the proposed projects are perfect complement to our mission and to that market. They would attract visitors and generate tourism revenue to not only Mason City, but North Iowa and the state of Iowa. The tourism business that Mason City could pursue with this new development, including camps and tournaments that we currently are not able to host. And the project would enable us to host meetings and events that are seeking a full-service meeting venue that currently we have limited and facilities, a lack of facilities to accommodate that need. The current ice facility, as we talked about, could be repurposed, allowing us to bid for some year-round events. And currently, this facility is only available in a limited complex for 6 months of the year. Plus, the addition of retail space and parking would strengthen the community's retail trade appeal. So thank you so much for taking on this very large and ambitious project. We are very much looking forward to working with you as much as we can to help out to make this project a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Armour. Mr. Paulie.
Brian Paulie, Superintendent of Recreation, 710 North Washington. I don't know if we're doing that still tonight, but
Sure, absolutely.
first and foremost, a lot of you guys know, I think in about 57 days, we're going to be homeless. Our department with the Charlie Brown expansion. I will say we were, if not the largest, one of the largest recreation departments in the state that doesn't have a permanent home. And something like this is really exciting for my department. And I shouldn't even say exciting for my department, it's exciting for the community, period. The potential of different events, different things that could come to this community, and as Ms. Armour just said, the tax dollars, or not tax dollars, but the tourism dollars, is just an understatement on a great impact that a lot of people don't even realize. Sports tourism is the largest growing industry. Even during the recession, people say, oh, we're going to forego a trip to Disney, but we're going to take our kids on an AAU trip. So bringing something like this, bringing people in our hotels, in our restaurants, leaving local option dollars here, continues to support my department and other city departments. So that's a huge thing. Another thing to point out, in 2014, Texas A&M, one of the prestigious business schools out there, said the #1 driver of finding or recruiting small business, which is defined by 100 people or less, is quality of life. And if this isn't a quality of life factor in our community, I don't know what would be. The other thing is giving us year-round facilities. Even though we don't need a lot, we do need space for our cheerleading, our tumbling, our childcare, our cooking classes, our just everything and anything we do. We do need homes for this, and this could be our home. As a father of 2, my wife and I are excited about the recreational opportunities year-round, not just during winter, but year-round that this could do. So personally, I'm excited also. Thank you guys. You know, if you dream small, you get small dreams. But when you dream big, we get big things. So thank you all for taking this project under your belt.
Thank you. Mr. Just with
Good evening.
Southbridge.
TJ Just, I'm the general manager of Southbridge Mall, 1504 Jade Court. I guess the first thing I'd like to do is really thank the council, thank the mayor for really coming up with an idea here that could just, as I like to call it, it just makes me giddy. It's something that I've been here in town now 2 years, and to see what this could possibly become and what it could do for not only the downtown, not only the mall, but the whole community is absolutely amazing. I also want to just bring up that, you know, we were really looking for something that could re-energize the mall. And when this opportunity presented itself, it was, as Shane said, it was the stars just really aligned with it. So a lot of people put their heads together, and we figured out a way to hopefully make this work. There's a big road ahead of us to get this done. You know, and it starts with the support from you guys and to make this happen. So I guess really, the other thing I wanted to mention too, from a mall standpoint, what we could possibly do from, you know, leasing a lot of the vacant spaces that we know we have. Everyone knows that, you know, the mall has lost some tenants. This could really fill those spaces, and we're really, really excited about this. Again, we thank everybody that's been involved. I appreciate council, your support, and the mall over the years, and the mayor. Thank you guys so much, and the general public too. Thank you guys for supporting the mall. You know, it's there's not a lot of communities that have a downtown shopping center, and it's very unique, and it's something that can continue to be an asset to this community. So I want to appreciate all you guys for supporting the mall and making Southbridge a good center. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Joss. Ms. O'Brien, welcome.
Hello, I'm Jody OBrien, representing Main Street, Mason City, and we're here to show our support for the Iowa Reinvestment District Act, of course. We just want to say that this is an incredible opportunity for our downtown, and when you look at what we outlined in our 2014 market analysis, the big thing was recreation, retail, and entertainment, and this kind of covers it all, and it's in one big, great lump that's just going to really help our downtown, and so we just want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody that came up with this great idea. Let's work together. Also, the indoor playground, to get that finally going, is another great opportunity. The thing about the downtown is, we're the heart and soul of the community, and this project will not only support the heart and soul, but it's also going to help us pump that blood out to the community and keep our whole entire body strong. So we just say thank you for supporting this. We're excited, and we're here for whatever you need.
Thank you, Ms. O'Brien. Valencia, good evening.
Good evening. I am Julie Valencia, the campus president at Kaplan University. I am also an executive board member for the Mason City Chamber of Commerce. We as well want to come tonight and to give you our support. We've written a letter to you showing that, but we also wanted to publicly let you know that we absolutely support the re-envisioning of Southbridge Mall, and will give everything we've got to make this project happen and to partner with both the city and all the other entities in working on this project right now. So you have our full support, and we'll continue to do that. Thanks.
Thank you. Mr. Shreck, good evening.
I'm Chad Shreck with North Iowa Corridor Economic Development Corporation, and I just on behalf of our board want to voice our strong support for this project. I think it's incredibly important to the future. You look across this room and all the young kids and families that are here in support of this. It's just a testimony to the necessity. Brian mentioned quality of life and how important that is to attracting business. More and more, that's what we hear as we talk to businesses. They want to make sure that you have a place that people want to live in. And, fact of the matter is, rural Iowa, rural communities are losing population. We need to do everything that we can to stem that tide and to keep people coming in and staying here and giving families a good reason to stay. And as somebody that's been here 4 months now, this really validates my family's decision to come here. We're so excited to see things like this, to see the community support, the community excitement around something like this. The word that really popped to mind with all of this is momentum. You look across North Iowa and Mason City, Clear Lake, and this area in general, how many things have been happening in the last couple of years. This is just really the thing that really tops it off and puts us over the edge and helps keep pushing that thing. I mean, we've got hundreds and hundreds of jobs being created over the next 2 years, and we need to keep filling those. So just kudos to the community, the leadership, everyone involved in this. This is such an important piece to our future. And again, we're, like everyone else, we're fully on board. Whatever we can do to help support and push this through, we're happy to do. So,
thank you, Mr. Shreck. Mrs. Anderson, welcome.
Thank you. I'm Robin Anderson with the Mason City Chamber of Commerce, and I'd just like to reiterate what Julie Valencia said on behalf of our board and the chamber staff. We're solidly behind this. We've been looking for a while now for our next big thing, and this is certainly it. And I'd just like to leave you with this quote: "The world needs dreamers, and the world needs doers. But most of all, the world needs dreamers who do." So here we are.
Thank you, Ms. Anderson. Mr. Noto? Yep, you're in line.
Getting called on.
Don't stand too close to the podium.
I guess I'm being summoned.
Good evening, Mr. Noto.
Good evening. Steve Noto with the Historic Park Inn. I just wanted to publicly say that, yes, we are 100% behind this project. As the mayor indicated, we offered a letter of support. This is another testament to what people can do when we work together as a community and what we can bring together. I do not have enough rooms downtown, folks. We turn people away about every 3 days because we're sold out. And if you're going to put an ice arena downtown, I need another hotel to help me house those people so that they can visit the restaurants, they can go to the shops, they can enjoy all that Mason City has to offer. I've got conference events that I can't house because I don't have enough rooms. Real good problems to have. And thanks to the community for supporting all of us at the Historic Park Inn and making that dream happen. This is the next big thing to keep the momentum going for Mason City. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Noto. Mr. Bergmeyer.
Hey, I'm Joe Bergmeyer, and do I have to say my address, or what'd you say about that?
You can say, yeah, you can say your address.
I'm not going to say my address, but yeah, I was not prepared really to do this, but I mean, obviously Mason City and the hockey, like Mason City hockey has been a huge part of like my growing up, and just all the support here, it's awesome, and never seen so many cars in a library parking lot before. But yeah, I mean, I look around the room and all the young kids, and it's like an extended family to me. And I mean, if the rink broke down, that would be, I don't know, awful. And just a new rink would, yeah, just put us on another level. And obviously, I thought I was kind of done with Mason City hockey, to be honest, last spring, but then it kind of pulled me back in, and it was the best thing that's ever happened to me. But yeah, I mean, if this whole thing went through, it would be just a huge help for youth hockey to get more kids out, and just a huge, I don't know what to say, just an attraction for people to see, and I think a lot more people would put their kids into youth hockey.
Thank you, Mr. Bergmeyer.
Coach, my name's Todd Sandin. I'm the GM and head coach of the North Iowa Bulls. The one thing that a lot of people don't know, like my job could be gone tomorrow, but what I do want to tell you is I worked in this town before. I played in this town before in the USHL, coached in the USHL, short stints both, all my fault, obviously. I was here with the Outlaws, and when they left, I went with the team there. And some of the people in the building were at that last banquet, and I was in tears because I love it here. When they said they were bringing a team back here, I jumped the gun by a month on any other guy trying to get the job here because I really wanted to come back. What this facility does for not just the hockey, I mean, both of my kids were involved in ice sports. My daughter figure skated competitively for 8 years. She's now a Gopher hockey cheerleader. My son played competitively through high school. The times that we've spent in the rink as a family were arguably the best times of our life. I continue to be in the rink daily, and I'm still enjoying with the teams each year that I'm involved with the best times of my life. There's nothing better, nothing more exciting and more rewarding for me to do than be a hockey coach. And to have this opportunity, I think that's the one thing with the funding structure of this project. This is a major opportunity, and I thank everybody who's been involved, and I hope everybody stays involved to continue to support this project. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Much appreciated. Anybody else? Miss Easley, good evening.
You're not going to like what I have to say. I love all these kids. I have 6 kids of my own. And as you know, I've been pretty upset about them tearing down Madison. Wouldn't that have been a wonderful place? You could have had all kinds of room to make you a rink. What I don't like is you doing everything in secret. And you told me this city didn't have any money. Remember?
Mrs. Easley, can you use the mic?
What?
The microphone?
Don't keep interrupting me. Every time I talk, you interrupt me. We got an election coming up here pretty soon. And I said, you're all a bunch of jerks. You wouldn't debate.
Mrs. Easley, can we stick to the agenda here?
Now, just a minute.
Okay.
I am sticking to the agenda. I promised somebody today that I would mention Mr. Kewen and Mr. Lee did debate. The rest of you were all chickens. Anyway, these kids are wonderful. I haven't been able to go out to your hockey games. We used to ice skate, and I'd take my kids down to that little ice rink in East Park. And, you know, I've got kids here in town. I have been so upset that you did not all work together. What wonderful cooperation all of a sudden. All of a sudden you've got cooperation. And you know what? There's 29,000 people in this town that should have a say. You said you're not putting any money in it. You are too putting money in this project. What about the cost of the land? All that land is worth money. And as far as that mall, that stupid mall, you know what? McKinnis has gotten wealthy over the years tearing down all our buildings. They should be in there tearing down that mall. You know, there was a famous man by the name of Ronald Reagan, and he said, Mr. Bergmeyer, tear down that mall. That thing's been a pain in the panty since it was built. And you know what else? Would you trust, seriously people, would you trust the people that are owning that mall? They've been in bankruptcy twice and receivership. I wouldn't give them a nickel. And the management right now has run everybody off. No wonder the mall is empty. No wonder. Anyway, I hope and pray that you kids all get a wonderful rink somewhere. And I do think the people of this town should be able to have a vote on whether this should go through, because it does affect everybody. I love this town. I love children. That's why I wanted to see Madison saved, was for the children. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Easley. Anybody else? Please feel free, no rush. Going once, twice. All right, folks.